Brand new one from Rockwood, the 8328 BS here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Like I said, new floor plan, comes in 8,300 pounds, so the model number almost matches the weight. Kind of funny, you don't run into that very often, interestingly. Maybe not, I don't know, I'm weird. So, who is Rockwood, what is Rockwood, what does it represent to you, and who's this floor plan for? Rockwood's the #1 selling ultralight brand out there. By the way, we're in the shop today. It's a balmy -4,000 degrees outside, so they were kind enough to let me borrow some shop space here. So if you hear some background noise here and there, some tools running, it's just gonna happen. You know, I mean, we sold over 1,000 last year. We move things, and the show can't stop. Rockwood's the #1 selling ultralight out there, period, hands down, bar none. They are the kings of what they do. They do things no one else does. They are truly in a class of their own in the Signature series. I would honestly define this as a luxury ultralight, which is not usually something you encounter. The difference here is the level of amenities and whatnot. It's to go ahead, Norm. Don't let me stop you. I appreciate that. It's up to a level that you just don't see out there otherwise. And as I go through this video, I'll touch on that. Like for instance, when you start looking at little detail stuff, like a lot of things have slam latch baggage doors. If you listen, these are metal, these are not plastic. We've also got magnetic baggage doors here. These are nicer little things you tend to find on high level fifth wheels, not ultralight campers. We also have a true, as soon as the camera refocuses here, you'll see we have a true high gloss gel coat. I mean, you're easily seeing his reflection over here. This looks like one of those pictures you see of a lake, by a mountain and whatnot. Again, pardon the shop supplies, it's just a necessary evil as we go through this video. I'm sure you understand. Little things like outside showers, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on. Those are like a dime a dozen. I do want to talk about this real quick here. A little bit of tractor noise incoming, pardon me. But we have an enclosed, heated, insulated underbelly, and it has 12-volt tank heating pads. So you have great protection against those cold snaps you're not expecting. I'm going to move away from the tractor a little bit here. All right, hopefully that's a little better for you. Sorry about that. A lot of things go into moving these trailers, guys, and it is really a team effort. If you meet one person, you meet one salesman, there's 10 people behind him getting this job done for you. Remember that. So frameless bonded windows here. Now, by the way, not every model like this that we carry is going to be equipped exactly the same. There's a lot of upgrades we put in this. Like this is a diamond edition. The dead giveaway to that is we do have the full cream colored body package. We have the frameless windows, aluminum wheels, solid Corian countertops. There's a ton of things that go into that diamond package. This is not even close to a standard base model. I can guarantee you could find one of these cheaper, but not with all this stuff on it. And this is the fun stuff that everybody likes. There's a reason we stock it this way. This is the call that we have for it. This is the demand. Everybody wants this. Little detail things like Rockwood uses a hardcover spare tire cover, not just a little cloth sleeve. The sleeve looks fine, brand new, but you tow it down the road a couple times, the wind shreds those things. So we've also got a ladder here to a fully walkable roof. And that is a full walk-on roof. I mean, like laminated, no flex. That's another thing. Rockwood's big into their lamination. You can walk up to a lot of lightweight trailers and bang on the side of them. But walk up to the slide-outs, pound on the side of those, pound on the rear wall, the roof, things like that. Rockwood's are solid. They're fully vacuum laminated, and I stress the word vacuum because there's different types of lamination. Nothing wrong with pinch rolling. Vacuum lamination is a stronger, longer lasting process. It does cost a cent more. This is not the cheap lightweight, guys. We also have this outfitted with not one, but 2 power awnings, power tongue jack, 4-corner power stabilizer jacks. Every darn thing on this is as push button and idiot easy as it can possibly get. Perfect camper for me. It's idiot simple. Outside kitchen right here is, the campsite favorite. And even the thought they put into this, like this is not a normal Formica countertop. That's metal. You know why? Because a wood countertop is made of pressed sawdust, basically. And you put that outside where there's humidity, and it's going to start to sponge and swell and fall apart. That can't happen here now. Now, even if we didn't add the second power awning, you'd still have coverage here. But with 2 power awnings, you have 100% awning coverage. And I turned the awning light on over here. I forgot to do so over here, but both awnings do have lights. Now what I love is this is tailgate and party central right here. You know, we've got a full-size fridge, microwave for quick cooking. We do have plugs here if you want to add devices like blenders and whatnot. Hot and cold water coming out of the sink. Even our construction outside is all plywood on the drawers, and you'll see that mirrored inside as well. There are a few brands, not as many today as there were 2 or 3 years ago, they were using chintz construction outside, but nice construction inside, and you'll see it's all consistent with Rockwood. Another thing I love is these have those soft close residential drawers. Watch this. The cooktop over here swings out, so what I like about that is you actually get a little pocket of extra storage space in there as well. Now we have a cooktop over here, and a grill mounts on the bumper back here. That's what this big bracket is for. So you do have full outdoor cooking options. You can cook your meat and your sides. Another cool thing with Rockwood, they have a wider door, and one of the ways that they really demonstrate that is from the factory. Most factories build the camper from the inside out. They'll build all the cabinetry, install all the furniture on the floor, and then build the walls around it. A lot of campers, you can't swap out furniture or fix furniture if there's a problem because you can't get it out the door without busting it. How are you supposed to get a replacement in? You can do that with a Rockwood because they have a wider door. They put their furniture in after the RV is built. That's kind of a neat little thing with them, and a lot of people don't talk about. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but that's one of the benefits that I have living an hour away from the heart of the RV industry. I live an hour away from where all these things are built. I know how these are put together. I've been through basically every factory in the Midwest, from Middlebury to Elkhart to Goshen and everything in between. And I get to see them without the skin. I get to see the guts of a trailer. Most of you folks don't. When you folks walk into almost any camper, your first impression is this: wow, it's really nice. Well, yeah, they all look nice, brand new. They all look nice on a dealer's lot. Go look at a used RV lot. Go look at something that's 4 or 5 years old and see how it held up. You're going to find not a lot of Rockwoods out there, not because they don't hold together, but because nobody trades them in. I've had maybe 3 Rockwood trades last year. People don't give up their Rockwoods. It's like when you find a barber that cuts your hair, or a stylist, as it were, for those individuals. Once you find someone that cuts your hair right, you'll drive miles to go see that person. If you move your house, you'll still try to drive to that person because they get it. Rockwood gets it. Rockwood is so successful that Forest River is actually starting to model all of their other brands off Rockwood's internal management structure. They're that big of a deal, guys. They're the lightweight that everyone chases. This is one everyone wishes they were. And it starts from the top and goes all the way to the ground. Again, with that fully vacuum laminated ceiling, and it's double arch. You have arches inside, arches outside. We got a little camera focus issue. There we go. You know, your hardwood fascias. We've got better materials. There's, you know, one of the ways they save weight is by using plywood where there is wood, though there's not much in here, or real wood as opposed to pressboard. Pressboard weighs more. It's also an inferior product, but it's less expensive. That's why it's often used in the RV business, but you won't see it here. This is not about being cheaper. This is about being better. So let's start right here. We have a freestanding dining table here because this is a couples coach is how we see this. We figure most of the time, especially, I mean, although at 8,200 pounds, it's still half-ton towable for many newer half-tons or older three-quarter tons. This is a big trailer, and you're probably, we estimate, going to have this parked somewhere more often than not. Or you're going to park someplace for a couple months and then move, but not tow every weekend. So we kind of predict that this is going to be kind of, you know, a mom-and-pop sort of coach or a couples coach. We like the freestanding table here. Now, remember again that not every one of these looks exactly like this video. If the one that we have in stock is equipped differently, or has different fabric tones, or has a wood print floor, or different wood tones, those are all differences I can put into a Rockwood. Not every brand gives you that kind of personal customization and flexibility. Now, the little double reclining theater seat here, first of all, I wanted to kick one side out so that you could see. Without kicking the thing sideways or crooked, you can fully rest back and recline in here. And I stress that because you can't do that most of the time in the RV business. This is a wall-hugging theater seat. It costs $1 more. But you don't bust up your window treatments. You don't dig up your walls. You don't scuff up your carpet. This is how it's supposed to be, but it does cost $1 more. It's obviously a better product. We have a memory foam sleeper sofa hide-a-bed in the back here, and what I love is how this bed's all the way in the back, and your master bed's all the way in the front, so you don't disturb one another. Again, just like your cabinetry, their cabinet team at Rockwood, they're some of the best. Rockwood actually has one of the lowest turnover rates in the RV business. Their workforce, they just don't quit. I think their average time on the line is over 10 years, and that's almost unheard of. There was a period in the mid-90s where the average guy working in like a common factory was 6 months before he found a new job. They've had their guys for over 10 years at Rockwood. That says something. People are proud of what they do, they like what they do, and they know how to do what they do. Down here we have a electric space heating fireplace. We use the word fireplace in quotation marks because the whole point of this is that it just knocks the cold out of the air without burning up your propane. Perfect in the spring and the summer. If it's super, super cold, don't run this because you'll trick your thermostat into shutting off before the heat gets pumped through the underbelly, because there are heat ducts that pump air into the underbelly below us. Now, this big TV here, it's a Furion TV, and I really like seeing that. I encourage you to get on YouTube and look up what's it called, Furion Shake Test or something like that, and watch how they just beat the bejesus out of these televisions. It's amazing. This TV has metal guts, not plastic. It's built to be bounced down the road and hold up to the extreme cold temperatures we're feeling right now, or the extreme hot temperatures you get in places like, I don't know, Texas, Florida, areas like that. Now, they did such a seamless job of this. When I'm standing in here, you forget this has an outside kitchen because they didn't waste an ounce of space. Like, for instance, you know, we've got all this storage above the outside kitchen over here. We actually have a cool little pass-through box right here, which I find interesting. If someone's outside and they're like, hey, Martha, I forgot the tongs, pass them through. You don't even have to go outside. It's just easy. And again, all of your doors are these nice raised panel doors. You're not going to see them cut down to cheap panel doors anywhere. I like where they have their microwave place. It's very smooth and seamless. This is also a larger refrigerator. This is a 7 cubic foot refrigerator freezer as opposed to the common 6 that you seem to encounter most of the time. Nothing wrong with 6, but this is 17% bigger. You can fit 6 more big hungry man dinners in this thing. It makes a difference. Now you also notice little detail stuff, like we have, again, lots of drawer space. Now, all of these drawers are soft close drawers, just like you saw outside. So, just like a really high-class home or some of these very newest fifth wheels, you have some very posh features like that. Before I forget, something I want to talk about is lighting. It's lit up like a Christmas tree in here. Rockwood has more lights per square foot and higher quality than anybody else, period. And that is a big statement. Usually I say not a lot of people. This is a Rockwood fact. They have more lights per square foot than anybody. There's like 12 just on the ceiling in here or something like that. There's a lot of lights, guys. Not to mention the individual spotlights over extra fixtures like in your slide outs. The true Corian countertops, that is one of those upgrades that comes in the diamond package. And just even the hole under the sink is just nothing but storage. And they are even kind enough to include for you a nice little trash can here that even a non-left-handed person like me can put away in a very loud, clattering fashion. I'm very self-deprecating, by the way, pardon me. Nice closet right when you walk in the door, too. This is awesome. I love this closet. You walk in the door, I got a place to hang a coat, I got a place to grab a coat, I got a place to stand a broom, a vacuum cleaner. Ladies, you have a place to shove your husband when you hit him in the head with a pan and kill him so that the authorities can't find him easily. Then you dump the trailer, and the rest is history. You change your name, you move to Mexico, yada, yada, yada. By the way, I don't recommend that. That's not a tip from Josh. That's just it's a bad joke. Moving on. Good closet space in here, too. So this is also a great pantry space. This is very multifunctional. Do whatever you want with it. Centralized control panel. So your main light switches, both your awning setups, your awning lights, everything is all controlled right here. Moving in here, I want to point out we do have a dual access bathroom. So we can get to the bathroom from either the hallway here, which is perfect for guests or during the day, or from the bedroom at night. Rockwood's really good about this. They have huge sinks I can actually wash my hands in, and that little American flag sticker's no joke. They American source every darn thing they possibly can in these. Only when a domestic supplier has failed them will they ever look to foreign. I like that, you know. I mean, who wouldn't? Bigger Max air fan too here in the bathroom. Now, anywhere you get a power ceiling vent fan in a Rockwood, you also get the roof vent cover. So there's a roof vent cover above this and the one in the bathroom. So you can have these things working at night to give you a 6-mile-an-hour breeze all the time. They're also, those vent covers, by the way, are nice when the RV's in storage for a little bit. Keep those cracked and it won't get so stuffy in here. They did design this with the bigger radius shower. Again, like a luxury fifth wheel. This is a true luxury ultralight travel trailer. and a great linen space. Rockwood's bathrooms are fantastic, and there are very few that match up nicely with them. But it's the devil's in the detail stuff like this. You know, I can't bash this door up because they thought of that, and they put a little bumper there, so it's not even an issue. The bedroom in here, this is a full queen. This is a true 60 by 80 queen. However, there is room to put a king in here if you are so inclined, or you want to option that in, but you do sacrifice your side stands if you do that, so keep that in mind. It's a push and a pull. There are underbed storage in here. Well, first of all, I want to talk about, this is a Serta. Wow, I'm going long in this video. This is a legit Serta. You are going to have a better night's sleep in a Rockwood than your common ultralight. Let me lift the bed here, thanks to the struts. They put a nice little handle right there too, so you can get a hold of that. And even your bed deck is laminated, and this is one of the things I wanted to get at. This is a great way to show you the guts construction of this RV. First of all, the underbelly storage is awesome. You see that everything, though, is aluminum frame. How do Rockwood get the weight down? Because they use aluminum, everything in these things. They put wood face on stuff to give it a nice look and a warm feel, but everything that holds the thing together is aluminum, so it's lightweight, it's strong, it's not going to rot, mold, mildew. The structure of the RV can't fall apart. Now, where they do have to screw into the aluminum to make it, to really bite into something, they'll stuff it with wood so that the tube doesn't crush under the weight of that screw, because the screw guns they use at the factories are incredible. We also have an amazing wardrobe and dresser array right across from the bed. And again, that is as large as any fifth wheel wardrobe you've ever seen. Again, ladies, it's another place you could stuff your husband when you're done with him. Again, I'm not recommending that. I should quit using that joke. And a front window. How rare is that nowadays? That used to be everywhere, and now it's hard to find because not a lot of people build the structure into their front walls that you need to hold the shape and structure that. The front wall of the RV gets the worst wind abuse going down the road. It takes more structure. That costs more materials and more money. It makes it harder to compete. Rockwood doesn't care about that. They want their RVs to be better. Now look at all the extra light and space you can feel in here. And we have optioned in a second television. So what's cool, this TV is actually designed to go inside or outside. You can mount this outside as well, and you can see that it's on a little pivoting swing arm, so you can get the optimal viewing angle at night, or you can fold it against the way during the day. There's a lot to get. I've barely touched on the structure of this thing. I mean, I talked about it being aluminum, but there's so much I haven't even talked about, guys. You need to give us a call. These are the kings of what they do. They're the cream of the crop. They're the tip and the top. 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, happy camping, everybody.